One of the most anticipated events in Greater West Bloomfield is making its grand return in just a few short months. The Orchard Lake Fine Arts Show is set for July 25th and 26th of this year, featuring a wide array of artists, painters, designers, and more, each showing off their beauty and artistic visions to the community. But along with this familiar favorite event, a new art show will also be making its grand debut this year. You see a little bit of mystery. The West Bloomfield Fine Arts Show will be taking place on June 20th and 21st, right at the start of summer, expanding the summer art scene in Metro Detroit. Both of these incredible shows have been organized by executive producer Patty Narozny, who joins us now on the Splash Live to tell us more. Patty, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Of course, love having you on because I love talking about the Fine Arts Show. It's one of, if not maybe my favorite event to look forward to in Greater West Bloomfield. I promise I'm not just saying that. And with this brand new art show, it's just bringing double the excitement. So what inspired you to launch the West Bloomfield Fine Arts Show in 2026?
West Bloomfield. What inspired us is we were looking for another show in Michigan, and West Bloomfield is great to work with, and so is the school district. And Katrina Crane was very open from the community education department about alternative locations at one of the schools. So we added a second show, June 20 and 21, at West Bloomfield High School, which is farther north than our current event, 23 years, the Orchard Lake Fine Arts Show. And what really inspired us is the jobs and the manufacturing coming back from all the auto companies and all the Midwest jobs that are coming back to Michigan, which is really why we inspired another show in Michigan.
Interesting. I love that. And as you said, it's going to be taking place at West Bloomfield High School. The event will be June 20th and 21st. Now, we've seen the Orchard Lake Fine Arts Show for quite a few years now. We've seen the types of artists and the types of creators that tend to be brought in for that show. How is this new show? How is that going to be different from the Orchard Lake Fine Arts Show?
Well, we bring artists to Michigan that don't do Michigan shows because right now I'm having this interview in Bradenton, Florida, where I live year-round. And we just hosted 13 shows in Florida, in Sarasota, and Boca Raton, Naples, Tampa, and West Palm Beach. And so that's how we bring artists to Michigan. The West Bloomfield show at the high school will give artists who can't make it to the July show an opportunity to come to Michigan and sell and feature their work.
Interesting. So providing more opportunities for these wonderful artists to showcase as many of them as possible for the people of Greater West Bloomfield. I love it. Now, for this very first show for West Bloomfield, I mean, curating the artist lineup, I mean, that's got to be a tall order, especially for the very first of its kind in West Bloomfield. How are you curating the artist lineup for this first year?
So jurying doesn't mean jurying. It depends on the actual show. And I'm now the curator after many years of being trained. Many people know of Ann Kuffler from Ariana Gallery in Royal Oak. She's been closed about 15 years. But she really helped me give some great direction as to what to look for with the artists. And we produce now over 150, 200 shows if you include our Florida lineup. So pretty much I know many of the artists now, and because we've been doing shows 25 years, and some of our shows are top 100, including the Orchard Lake Fine Arts Show, we started doing something simple for artists who participated with us for a minimum of 5 shows. Is they're juried in as long as we have the space, and they have to tell us soon enough to make sure that they can reserve a space. So we try to waive it for many of the artists that support us for many, many years. But there's an electronic jurying system called Zapplication. It's application with the letter Z in front of it. artist.org, and we're members of it. We're started way in the beginning with them. And the artists need to submit 3 images of their most compelling work, along with one of their booth presentation that they would set up at the show. And the work is based on originality as number 1, technique, execution, and then booth appearance. Now, we work with many new artists who don't have a booth. So Hotworks recently invested. We're the only Michigan company for sure, and I think I'm the only woman company in the entire United States that has purchased 28 light dome tents, which are specific for art shows. And the light dome tents are a certain kind of tent for artists to allow the light to shine through onto their work, like from the daylight. It's not a heavy top covering. And then we also invested in pro panels, which are walls to hang the artwork. So we're bringing our tent company to Michigan, and West Bloomfield schools. You'll see our truck parked there for 5 weeks at the schools, and it's our tent company. And so for artists who are new and they don't have a booth presentation, they can submit images of their most compelling work and say, hey, we don't have a booth, we're new, and then we jury based on their work. And if they don't have a way, like if they're going to invest in a tent or a setup, then we're happy to rent them. And that's how we make the show more standard, and it looks more professional with those beautiful brand new tents that we have.
Interesting. Providing all these resources to make sure that every artist has exactly what they need to showcase their wonderful works at this amazing art show. For those just joining us on the Splash Live, I'm talking with Patty Narozny, the executive producer of both the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show and the brand new West Bloomfield Fine Art Show, which will be taking place in the coming months throughout Greater West Bloomfield. Now, I'm curious, Patty, how will these 2 shows work together to strengthen the regional art scene, especially what we see right here in Michigan?
Oh, yeah. Well, anytime you bring art to the community, it strengthens the community, period. I mean, art is just beautiful, and it brings everyone together. There's no politics involved in art, which is the great thing about that. And just everyone from the entire world is part of the events. And with all the jobs that are coming to Michigan, it'll allow people to have something great to do for these 2 weekends and enjoy art. We'll have food trucks. At the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show, we'll have great entertainment. And they're great community events to go out and have fun and bring the family. Both shows will integrate a kids art competition. These are unique, one of a kind art competitions. I made it up about 2004, I believe, and to date we've exposed 5,000 students to the roles and entrepreneurship opportunity of doing art shows for a living. At the West Bloomfield show at the high school, this competition is for grades 6 through 12, appropriately for the high school students. And then at the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show on Powers and Daly, the student art competition there is for grades K through 8 or ages 5 to 13. And again, West Bloomfield Schools helps us get the word out for the students who can submit up to 2 of their original pieces. It's $3 to enter because we want serious entries only. And they can enter up to 2 entries. The work is displayed at the art show duration of the event. And on Sunday at 3 p.m., we have a presentation with winners, and it's the way we expose students to the roles and entrepreneurship opportunity of doing something they love for a living.
Wonderful, wonderful. So there, I mean, again, you're really setting the scene, and I can't wait to see all of the amazing artists at both the West Bloomfield Art Show and the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show. And with the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show having had gone on for several years at this point, what do you think continues to make it such a standout event every single year?
Well, we work year round. It may look easy to do, but it's not. You know, it's every show throughout this season in Florida, we've been promoting West Bloomfield and the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show to all the artists, to all the patrons. So it's a cross promotion. There's many patrons from Florida that go to Michigan, Michigan that go to Florida, and we're branding ourselves. So people know to look out for this event because we bring artists that you don't see at other shows.
That's exactly right. So many artists from all across the United States coming by right here in Greater West Bloomfield to showcase what they have to the community. I got a couple more questions before we wrap things up, Patty. Are there any new elements that we should be looking forward to this year with either of these art shows?
Well, I'm sure there'll be some new artists that you're not going to see. You know, we've had 13 shows down here, and there's many that didn't know about the Michigan shows, so they want to come to Michigan. So it's all about the number one focus with these events is the visual arts. It's the paintings, clay, glass, jewelry, fiber, wood, photography, mixed media. That's our focus, and hopefully you'll see artists that normally don't come to Michigan, and it'll be fresh and new for many of the patrons to see.
That's right. So make sure you mark your calendars for June 20th and 21st for the West Bloomfield Art Show and July 25th and 26th for the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show. Patty, last question. What would you like to say to residents looking forward to the summer art season this year?
Well, get out and enjoy and learn and look and love. And our motto is see art, love art, buy art. So anything, you know, if you're not sure, if you're looking to purchase something, if you love it, buy it. That's the bottom line.
That's right. Look for something. If you see something that maybe you think would be really good in your home, don't be afraid to hand over some cash and to take it home to spruce up the house. I mean, I think everyone's going to look forward to that. Patty, thank you so much for joining us today here on the Splash Live.
Thank you, Jake and Civic Center TV.